Yeah.
What's your question?
So, what is the energy of Ubud? How is that different? How is that specific? How does it make you feel?
For me, as we were just discussing, this is a feminine energy. And this is creative and playful, and it's dancing and singing and letting go of like conditioning that we get in the West to be masculine, to be so focused on outcomes and on goals. You know, we're here, it's more of a flow. It's more of a flowing energy. So, yeah. So, I think by connecting with this energy, people connect to themselves on a deeper level, and to each other, and to nature on a deeper level. And hopefully, we get to the point where we take this energy to where we came from. You know, in my case, the States, New York, Europe, wherever it is you're from, and share this energy. It's not meant to, I think, be kept in a box.
Like what we are doing here, we are kind of tuning into what the future will look like on this planet Earth, and then trying to inspire.
If you're open to experience, if you're open to connection, to something beyond what we're conditioned to, you may have an interesting time here.
Yeah, totally. It's a place where the light and the darkness meet. You know, very often we go into yoga or spiritual practice and we start rising our frequency to a different dimension. But here you have no choice. Like, you've got to go and face your shadows, go into the dark forest where the tigers are there, the dragons, and all.
In Ubud, I met the most beautiful people in the world. The most strange, the most talented, the most true in Ubud. Like aliens and very crazy stuff. That inspires me so much. That here it's a place where you can be yourself, express totally yourself, your essence. Nobody put your finger and say, "Ah, you're crazy," because everybody is crazy here. So you can be yourself totally. Beautiful. Magic land for sure. Sometimes I feel strange. I'm Russian, but I feel like home in a small city, in Iceland, in Indonesia, in Indian Ocean. Like, it sounds strange, but it's real. I feel like home. It's nice, it's beautiful. I feel gratitude for this opportunity.
And it's not about being on holidays, laying on the beach and resting. It's all about identifying and finding our mission so that we can go back into the world and contribute to the well-being of the planet and humankind. So there is a time where we are in self-processing mode, right? In soul-searching. We try to identify who we are. Once we start understanding really who we are, then it's like, what are we going to do with all that? So this ego and this personality needs to be converted for the greater good, for the evolution of the planet and humankind. If millions of people are taking this step, guess what's going to happen on this planet? Our whole frequency as a human race is going to rise and expand. Just looking into our own self-absorbed processes, not much is going to change. We need to look beyond that, we need to expand, we need to reach out. And of course it's a question that I ask myself as well. What's the best way to impact so that we create, we envision the future together? There is a deeper purpose and there is a deeper mission for you. Find it, live it, experience it. I love you.
It's a place here in Ubud especially where it's a very open portal. There's a lot of energy coming in, there's a lot of connection between spirit and earth, and you start to feel the layers just peeling off you, and all your hurts and fears just coming to the surface. It's an intense place to live. It's very strong. It feels like so gentle. But what it's really doing is pushing you from the inside and pushing everything up that needs to be seen, which needs to come to the light. And the light is there, just holding space. And it's our own love, which is just holding space, and the love of all the beauty. was traveling ever since I was a child, but I never had really deep experiences of the inner world and of the energy world. Yeah, we start to see we're not caught in that 9 to 5 fear matrix. We have space here to breathe and to discover that there's another.
Are we live?
Not live, no.
We're filming now?
Yes.
Okay.
Actually, it's for my boyfriend because he's doing a research on what men want from women.
Uh-huh.
So,
They just want to stick it in,
oh my God,
right? Let's be obvious about that.
so conscious. Yeah.
I want as much cash as possible.
And cash, yeah. And massages.
Okay. That's
Credit
interesting.
cards. Okay. Yeah. Honesty. Yeah, some honesty is okay too, I guess. I personally?
Yeah, when you're in a relationship.
I want, like, deep devotion. Like, absolute reverence. And just complete surrender to the divinity in our connection. And that there's practice with that, tantric practice or ritual where we both bow down and treat each other as if we were gods and goddesses.
I mean, like, make the connection sacred and make quality time together instead of just being whatever.
Yeah, I mean, it's
I try
good.
to translate in a...
No, it's good to do both. I think it's important to have this goof off time. And be silly and wrestle and be crazy and make jokes and laugh and be ridiculous. I think that's really essential. You have to have like that end of the spectrum so that you can actually have reverence for the divinity. Because if you just only have like just strict, you know, like a divine relationship and it's only like that, then there's no room to laugh. And then it becomes very
Too
rigid.
serious, yeah.
Yeah, it's too
You
serious.
don't like rules.
Yeah, and you're not human. So you need some humanity to find a divinity. It's like a relationship between the two.
It's on.
This is the master of manifestation, Mr. Jeffrey Griswold.
Oh, look at us.
Great.
Aren't we great?
Look at
And
the
look at you. You're great too.
We love you.
We love you. Whoever you are. Whoever you're looking at this video right now, you're amazing. You're just amazing.
We've just been doing some magical.
Look at how this video follows us.
Wow.
So which chocolate do we want?
All of
Man,
them.
it's such a stressful moment.
This one looks good.
The crack. Yeah. It looks cool on video. It looks like it's the people, you know?
It's the people. Yes, the people.
You got trapped.
Trapped meaning.
You didn't want to have sex, but she made you. No.
But it turned out to be.
Are you filming us?
Yes.
Okay.
Tell you a story?
No. This one I don't want to
Prom
tell.
night.
It's too much too late.
Okay.
Wait, it's private.
We're
Well,
all
no, it's
friends.
Yeah, we're friends on YouTube. All about love. Right?
Right.
Yeah.
Makes us do crazy shit. Like kill people.
400,000 years ago in the plains of Africa, the galactic consciousness came and incarnated itself on the planet and realized that we needed to survive as human race.
From the bureau.
The chances of the survival depended on the man staying present with the family. You know, if the babies were born and all these animals, dangerous animals, would come in rival tribes and kill the babies, you know, the man needed to stay with the woman to protect the babies. So the woman was given psychic powers to force the man to stay faithful and present. This is called jealousy. It's a very secret thing. Yes. It was there a long time ago. Now it's overdone. Now 95% of the jealousy is just unjustified. It's not needed. You get jealous when you're not even in a relationship. You get jealous, all that stuff. But originally it's a very pure thing. It's like we were given secret power to be able to keep the families together.
The original tribal society where the orgasm was a cry for more men to come, because one woman would be impregnated or tried to get impregnated by all of the men. And so all the men took a turn, and she would scream, and the orgasm saying yes, and so they would line up. And so here's what happened. This is true.
Yeah.
Here's what happened is that you listen over there. Okay.
I don't want to be tagged in this video.
Here's what happened. No, is that the men didn't know who the actual father was,
Yes.
and so they all formed this tribe, saying we're all going to take care of the baby together, because we all could be the father. We all look the same. We're all part of the same tribe. So they all took care of the child.
Yeah,
as
you
one.
put it in a very crude way, but yeah, I understand. Yes.
Yeah, but I think that's the way it works.
And that's
It's
why
not
the
so easy to be like
orgasm was
Ubud.
screaming.
Ubud nowadays, the baby is born, nobody knows who the father is.
And the more that she gets fucked, like the more she screams, and the more men that come running. And they're like, she's ready. She's
Mother would be
right.
like,
And you know, they discovered over 3,000 planets in this galaxy, the Milky Way. Just in this galaxy, 3,000. Just now.
Just now,
Just now. Just in the
Like-
last few weeks.
at this very hour.
So imagine how many freaking planets. There's billions and billions of planets out there.
Yeah.
Billions.
So what he's saying is that
We're not
there is
fucking
life
alone.
out there. We are not fucking alone.
We're not
No, we are
alone.
fucking. We're not
There's-
fucking alone.
There's another Shiva that looks just like you.
Somewhere else. The
Somewhere
chances are really high
Really high.
that we are being watched right now by
When you know the
It's
moon,
divine.
by maybe thousands or millions of human-like
and the
races.
moon is hollow.
Something that is important about this place here, Ubud, is that it's not Ubud. It's no longer Ubud. It's planet Ubudia.
And nobody's jealous here. Not one person is jealous of anybody.
No, exactly.
We all have tribal consciousness.
We are all super evolved, and we don't practice spiritual bypassing at all. Okay, they are kicking us out. It's time to
Okay.
go.
Take us out.
We need to leave.
okay.
Thank you
All
for
right, here's the
watching.
tip.
Fun.
Look at this. It's a whopping.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Love you.
Do a kiss.
Appreciate it.
so much. Mwah. Love you.
Oh my god. Do a kiss.
Do a kiss.
I'm not on YouTube anywhere. You can't find me.
How many
I'm
followers?
vital coaching.
He's almost famous.
How
I don't
many
have many
followers?
3, 4. One of them is Jeffrey, the other one is you, and the other one is my grandmother. So, well, you just unsubscribed since we had our last fight, so I only have 3 left.
Oh, goddess.
This is Goddess Lua. Every time she's
She's
around, it's
leaving
like
us, going back
our,
to India.
our hearts explode into joy.
We're going to miss you.
Yeah, we don't want to do
All
it. We're
these
going to kidnap
moments.
her.
Beautiful moment.
To harmony.
Thank you.
Jaya. Om Santi 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 Suksama from Ubud Bali.
Jaya is the new Aho.
Jaya is the new owl. That's very Ubudian.
Yeah, I know. That's Sheila. Sheila.
Siwa.